Hey, just before I start this video, I want to do a little bit of an insert here that we are going to be having our first IDR auction of the season on next Tuesday, June 19th, starting at 5:30 Pacific time. So even if you guys aren't looking to buy a snake, it is a good time to hang out, and if you guys have any questions for us, we can give you a response instantly. So yeah, other than that, have a good time watching the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Looking from ID Reptiles here with the vlog of June 14th. And today is just kind of an update day. I know I've told you guys that I am going to be showing you guys our big girls that are about to lay, and we have a few that could literally go any day. So I'm going to be getting some egg boxes ready today. And one thing that is super special is that I'm going to be following up with you guys for the post shed of clutch number 1. This is something that we didn't do last season, but I want to do this season. I'll let you guys know which ones are available. And there's been a lot of changes in those albinos from clutch number 1 in terms of just their color and everything. Their whites are crazy, their yellows are crazier, and they got more orange than the pre-shed that we thought we were gonna lose, but they actually gained. So it's actually really cool to see. So we'll be looking at that later on. So first, let me take you around here and show you some of these big girls. All right, so first is right here. She's due on the 20th. This is our fire yellow belly girl that has been paired to our blackhead gravel, 50% het pied male. And she is just absolutely on her side, and you can see the bulges. She is just absolutely huge. She's lining up those eggs, and those should be dropping anytime. It could be tonight, it could be a few days from now, but very, very soon. So obviously with that clutch, we are looking to make some highway combos, with the best being, you know, if het pied lands, if that really counts, you know, it's gonna be a 25%, or actually we're gonna figure out that percentage coming on the 27th when we cut his eggs when he is actually paired to a het pied, so he may actually be 100%. So we could get some 50% here, or we could get some 25%, in which case we just won't like count it really. But we're looking to get some fire blackhead highways. That will be world's first for IDR if we do hit those. But you know, fingers crossed, because that is a pretty decent shot to get that. So yeah, now on to the next girl. All right, next up is our girl Flower. She's an albino paired to our Mojave spider het for albino, also known as Mojo Jojo, and she is absolutely massive. She is at about 2,400 grams, fully loaded I mean, and she is just huge. And as you can see, she's very uncomfortable. You can really see how round she is. So obviously here we are going for more Mojave albinos and some spider albinos, and possibly Mojave spider albinos to gear up towards our cherry bomb project. So if you guys don't know what that project is, that is a super Mojave, aka a blue-eyed leucistic, but the albino version. So they're also commonly known as a red-eyed leucistic, and they look really cool. So if you haven't seen what those are, here's one. So yeah, as you can see, this is exactly what we're going for, and I think it just looks amazing. Plus it's got a really cool name. Who doesn't like the name cherry bomb? So yeah, on the next girl. Alright, so I'm kind of in this weird position in the room, but I'm in the position of the room for a reason. Not to show you guys the rat room right behind me, but to pick out one of these males here from one of the smaller tubs, because we have one male here of an impressive stature that has been servicing some of our females just starting the past couple weeks, and this dude may overtake Dr. Smooth in, like, you know, how good he is with the females. First time I ever put him with a female, locked within 10 minutes. This dude knew what he was doing. I don't know what was going on. But here's Gary. And if you guys remember that name, that is the Mojave albino that we got from Garrick DeMeyer, hence the name Gary. And like I said, Mojave albino, so he has been a huge piece in our cherry bomb production, hopeful cherry bomb production. And this girl here that I'm going to be showing you guys right now is one that has been a little weird. She gained a whole bunch of size, but you know, she's either holding on to it or maybe she just grew, but she gained size, gained a lot of weight, but did not round out like the typical egg belly that you'll see a lot of these girls get. She's still taking meals, you know, every other week, not the same pace. So it's a question mark, because some girls do not go off a feed while they are gravid or pregnant, whatever you want to call it. So we've been putting in Gary with her, and she's still locking. So it's either going to be with Mojo Jojo, the same Mojave Spider het albino, or it is going to be with Gary, hopefully. Hopefully Gary. I hope for it. I'd rather have that visual to visual and get those 100% hets rather than those 66%. But this girl is Stef, our Mojave het albino. She started the season at 1,600 grams and is now at 1,900. And that weight is about 2 weeks old, and she's had, you know, 3 rats since then. So she's gained a bit, but here she is. She's in prime position too. As you can see, she's a little bit round in the end back there, but she's not really, you know, filled out. She's also not very happy that we have come and disturbed her, but she's sitting in that prime location that a lot of my girls tend to be in when they lay, which is that like 75% of the way back. That's just the perfect spot. That's right about 86 degrees as I find it, and they just keep their eggs right at that temperature. So this girl's doing well right here. I hope I could figure out if she is going to go or not. Hopefully it's Gary, but we're just gonna, you know, keep on giving her food while she eats and keep on breeding her while she will lock. So hopefully we'll end up with some cherry bombs by the end of this season, because this girl is one of 2 that we are actually going to be possibly achieving that with. If it is with Mojo Jojo, it's a 1 in 16 shot. If it's with Gary, it's a 1 in 8. So hopefully we can get those red eye leucistic / cherry bombs. Still can't get over how cool that name is, but hopefully we can get some of those if she goes. She is one of our 2 girls that can actually reach it, so really need her to kind of step it up. And I shouldn't say step it up, I should just say give me a sign that everything's going okay, because, you know, it's that point where you're starting to worry. It's like, did she not take this season? But who knows? If she goes, she goes. I'll just keep checking. All right, so these next 2 girls I'm actually going to be showing you are just absolutely huge. This next girl is another one, a part of our cherry bomb project. It is the other one of 2 that can actually hatch out to have cherry bombs within them. And within them, I mean the eggs. And she was paired to Mojo Jojo, and she did take, and I'm gonna show you that because there's no question that she took. She's gonna lay any minute, and by any minute I mean she's overdue by a couple days. So hopefully pretty soon we are going to be having cherry bomb eggs here. So she did take to Mojo Jojo, the Mojave Spider het albino. I know I'm just kind of drilling that name and gene list into you guys, but Gary was not ready by the time that she was pairing, and she did take rather quickly. This girl started the season at 1,550 grams, and she is just under 2,000 grams. So she is really packing on weight, because you are going to see she's thick. So here's the little girl. She actually does not have a name, but if I were to pick her up, you can see all the bulges. So I'm gonna try and get you a side angle. Do you see how she isn't laying flat? Her stomach is actually fully pressed out from about here all the way down to the tail, where she actually cannot lay flat because of how much egg is in her. So I don't know if this just means big eggs or if this means a lot of eggs, but either which way, I'm happy, and I really hope we score on some of these cherry bombs. This is one of the original morphs that we set out to create when we officially sat down and said, you know what, we're gonna do this as a business and really just step up our production and see all the cool stuff that we can make. Cherry bomb was like one of the top 5 things on the list. And by top 5, I mean like the first ones that we put down, and we're like, yes, that's what we want. So hopefully everything goes as planned, and you know, fingers crossed for some cherry bombs. All right, so this next girl that I was talking about is absolutely massive. She did not take for us last year. She started this season at 1,650 grams and is now at 2,050 grams. So she's gained a lot of weight. Hopefully she does take for us this season. She appears to have, but she still is a little odd in terms of her behavior, in which I'm going to talk about that tub positioning again. She likes to spend a lot of the time in that prime positioning, but she still migrates over to the cold side, which is a little scary, as you can kind of pick up from that. This girl is our black pastel, and she has been paired to Peanut. And if you guys don't know who Peanut is our banana jigsaw, which is also known as a banana Mojave pinstripe. So hopefully we get some banana black pastel combos in there, just because banana black pastel is gorgeous, and then black pastel Mojaves, super great. So hopefully if we can get some black pastel banana Mojaves, good. Pinstripe's just a bonus. So this girl is absolutely huge. And she's doing that same thing where she can't actually lay on her belly because she's rounded out. But she is chilling on the cool side today, which is a little unlike her, but she is rather chubby. And I'm telling you guys this now, if this camera angle's completely off, I'm sorry. If it's a little difficult to see, I'm sorry. She's all the way up high, so I'm doing my best. So here, she is. You guys can see, here she is just absolutely round, just dead round all the way around till about here back. She is just an absolute circle when it comes to her body shape. Rather than having that pointed V up here, she is just completely rounded out and cannot lay flat, which is a very good sign. But the fact that she's sitting up further in the tub is a little scary, just because I've had all my clutches laid back there on the heat. So her coming up here is just kind of weird. So hopefully she does take, because those would be some awesome babies. And as you can see, she's just a gorgeous snake by herself. I love black pastels just on their own. But this girl is awesome. Great breeder, great eater, and hopefully she produces. So let's hope, because these are going to be some pretty babies if she does. So here's one of the clutches I'm most excited about this year, just because it's going to be a little bit different than what we're actually used to. And that is, it is going to be our first visual clown clutch. We do have a clutch of spot nose to our clown male, and that's going just to create hets. You know, we're going for 50% spot nose het clowns to set ourselves up for some Batman combos, which would be really cool. But what we are trying to do here is actually get our first visual clown. So this is a bumblebee het clown girl that was paired to our clown Jasper. He's just clown, nothing on top of it, and no extra hets. So if I look here, you can just see how round this girl is, and she's definitely got a glow to her. One issue is that I, for whatever, in zombie mode, thought that I didn't mark a shed, and she is definitely glowing. She shed recently. I just don't have a date on it because I had, you know, my moment of stupidity and didn't write it down. But this girl is going to be going rather soon, and she is just gorgeous. This is our girl Mercy, by the way. Mercy named after the Overwatch character. So shout out to Dominic for naming her, by the way. And if you guys don't know who Dominic is the artist that drew our logo, also known as, you know, my cousin. He's been in a few videos, even going all the way back to, you know, the very beginning, like the first 5 videos or so. He made a few appearances. So yeah, this clutch here is actually very exciting, and it's going to be the first time we actually get to hatch out clowns, which I'm super excited for, because I personally love clown combos. So hopefully. Alright, so if you guys were waiting for the clutch showing off, like that was the prime reason that you were coming here, I'm getting to that right now. Sorry for making you wait so long, but these babies are pretty. So I'm going to take these one by one and really show you guys their patterns and show you just how special these things are, especially post shed, because every snake here got something interesting done to them. So let's go ahead and get down to them. And I'm going to start off with this spider right here, just because it's the easiest to grab. And I am going to be separating these out now that they all finally shed. They're going to be getting their own tubs, and then we're going to attempt to feed them tonight. But as you can see, he had a whole lot of pink in there, which he still kept his pink. Usually the pink goes away with that first shed, But he's even got some orange in here on the side by my thumb. As you guys can see, I don't know if that's coming across on video all that well, but right past my thumb is all orange. And he's making a good job, and so is the G7X, since I can't toggle the focus. As you can see, there's a little bit orange in his side pattern and his dustiness, which is really cool. And he's even got some down there by his face where he's got a little bit of orange. But I just love the dusty sides here on this guy, because it kind of reminds me of our collider. If you guys remember in the original auction, Smog, one of our old snakes that we had a while ago, who had sold in our first auction, was a calico spider, and he had sides like this, and that just reminds me of calico. So following in order, since this is the next easiest to grab, here is a little albino baby. And if I were to just follow its back down, I can now see that this is Iron Dogs. The way I can tell that is because it does not have any major orange spots on its back, whereas the other ones have really popped out ones. And this one here has some very, very orange sides. And as you can see, this little insert in here, that's not yellow, even though the G7X is focusing on yellow and not orange. You see the difference in color on those spots in between the alien heads are? They are absolutely gorgeous, and that's something I've not seen. And that orange on that head stamp, I thought it was gonna go yellow, and it doesn't want to focus on this baby. So let me see if I can move him a little bit. See this orange on his head stamp, how it's not the same yellowy orange as right here. He actually kept his orange, and it actually got a little bit more vibrant on his head stamp, which is really awesome. And he actually did end up gaining one orange dot. However, it is not like a hard dot like I was saying with the other ones. So here, if I were to go to the other albinos, this one here is Run Reptiles. This is the first baby that hatched out. And as you can see, it has one, focus camera, focus, one spot here that the light is not showing. You can kind of see it. There's one orange spot, two very deep orange, and three very deep orange. Very good orange on the head, and still has a very orange side pattern with some of those inserts, but not as much as Iron Dogs. So they all got a little something special. Like here's one of those orange inserts right there. And if I were to switch sides, see if I can find any real quick. There's one big one right there. Very, very pretty. And now I gotta rearrange these snakes so I can see which ones I have and have not done. Here's one I have not done. And this spider, I can tell, is not Glissa's, but one of the ones that is available. We have two of these spiders available. This one here, and the original one I showed you with the dot on its head are available. This one here has the pattern go a little bit further down, but he still has this pinky orange sides to him. Very gorgeous, and he does have that kind of calico blushing that that I just assume would be similar to calico, but there was no calico in this pairing, but it's just very similar. If you guys can see that side pattern, just very pretty. And he's got one long stripe, which is just very cool. All right, so now going on to our final of the albinos. This one here is sold locally, and this one is a little different. Here, if I can get it to focus. We have an orange head stamp and an orange dot off to the side, and then one orange dot on its back. But other than that, this snake is very white and very yellow, but it does have those orange markers inside here. Like there's a faint one where my middle finger is right now, and then if I were to spin them around, they're looking at the camera. They're making it hard for me to get into their side pattern. But as you can see, orange highlights. Oh my God, camera focus. Hey, can you touch the middle of the screen for me? Thank you. There you go. See that orange dot? Perfect. And has a few more as he goes down there. See, there's another orange spot, and just typically his patterns here on the side go from yellow to orange at the bottom, which is just really cool. And then here, if I go to our last spider, sorry Calissa, I made you wait so long for your snake. Here is the last one. Oh, sorry for that. As you can see, he has that dustiness that kind of reminds us of that sugar / calico, and has some really cool alien heads on this guy. And just a very, very cool back pattern with that long swiggle going down to his tail. Just a very cool little spider here. So yeah, this clutch, these two right here are the ones that are available, and these guys tonight are going to be getting all their own tubs, and we're going to be seeing if they eat. So hopefully they do. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's going to have an extra little bit of length to it, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We do giveaways every 1,000 subscribers, and we give away a ball python for absolutely free. No shipping and handling required for the winner, but make sure to turn on bell notifications just so you can see when that video goes live, so you can make sure that you're entered for the drawing. So yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember that there is going to be an auction next Tuesday at 5:30 Pacific PM, and hopefully I get to see you guys all there. And for those of you guys not looking to buy snakes, make sure to stop by and say hi. It is just a fun hangout time. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.